The push factors for Cuban immigrants were less jobs, political persecution, and the government was being taken over by communists, causing even their leaders to seek refuge. As more Cubans left, the government became weaker and weaker. The first wave of Cubans were the wealthiest. They came over to the U.S. in boats in 1959. These Cubans were the pros and doctors. In the second wave, 250,000 Cubans came in boats to the U.S. in 1974. The third wave of Cubans came in 1980. 125,000 Cubans came over to the U.S. in planes called Freedom Flights, paid for by the U.S. government. The fourth wave were the last Cubans to come over to the U.S. These Cubans had lived through the communist-ruled government in Cuba. After the fourth wave, 20,000 Cubans came to the U.S. each year. The Cubans' migration experience was pretty easygoing for the most part. When they got to the U.S., the Americans welcomed them and treated them to a Cuban refuge center. Although there were some struggles, many Cubans did not survive their migration due to shark attacks, drowning, and exposure to sea. When the Cubans came to the U.S., they started to settle in urban areas and to find jobs like store owners or skilled craftsmen. They also did very well in school. The Cubans also added to the ethnic population in the U.S., creating more diversity. Cubans also made an influence on other American traditions. For example, Cubans introduced drums to America.